If you're losing jobs to your competition, then this is the video for you. In this one, me and Mike are going to go through a couple different ways to sell against your competition, so that way you look like the authority whenever you're walking the property with the homeowner, which is going to give you a higher likelihood of actually landing the job. But 78% of homeowners go with the first lead that they get. So if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, collecting payments, or even getting way more reviews, then check out Quote IQ. You can do all those things for free in Quote IQ. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Do you think about the competition when pitching, or do you focus on value? What you can do is actually position against your competition. And what you can do is leverage your own knowledge when walking a property with the customer to create gaps for the other people that are going to be servicing that property. Right, Mike? So it's like, hey, even if I don't get the job, make sure whoever doesn't put pressure on that vinyl siding because it looks like it's oxidizing. And if they do, it's going to wipe the paint clean off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Setting us apart as an authority and also setting kind of a trap for anybody else that goes and quotes.
Yeah. And I mean, there's other ways to play it too. It's like, hey, when was the last time that you had your house cleaned? They're like, oh, it was 2 years ago. I was like, oh, well, who did it? And they're like, oh, some guy. I was like, well, why didn't you call him back? And then they will tell you, why they didn't call him back. And there'll be a number of reasons. But when they tell you these reasons, shut your mouth and listen, and then use those points, because these are probably pain points, to, understand why they aren't using that person and how your business can solve those pain points, right? So yeah, he said he was going to be here on Wednesday and he didn't show up until Thursday and he never called. Or yeah, he came and he was smoking cigarettes and left butts on the, there could be a million different things. My windows were all spotted after he left and I'm not calling him back. Oh, well, that's awesome, because we do a full high volume window rinse after every house wash just to make sure that you're not going to see any spots. We want you to be looking out those windows and thinking, wow, these guys did a phenomenal job, not like, wow, I got to call them back. There are always things that people can tell you that you can use to your advantage in the sales process. So I don't think about my competition like they're going to come in and outsell me, or they're going to, whatever. No, I think of my competition as giving me ways to, sell above and beyond what they're capable of doing.
I think an important part about doing this kind of strategy is creating the space for the customer to answer and tell you about the experiences that they've had with other service providers. Not only that, but asking the proper questions to lead into that. Because Mike, I mean, we've talked to a lot of guys where like they'll go on site and they'll quote a job and they're talking about their equipment and they're talking about how, they just kind of got started in business, and they're selling against themselves by talking about all of their inexperience and things that the customer doesn't really care about. The only thing the customer cares about is the result that you get for them. They don't care how long you've been in business. They don't care about what equipment you're running. They don't care about, maybe to some extent, the processes. They might want to hear a little bit about, how things are going to be done, but that's why we let them ask those questions. And then we ask the questions to kind of set ourselves up apart from the competition. Mike does a really, 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 really good job with this on commercial properties. Within the one-on-one training, we actually break down Mike's commercial script, the script that's landed him 10, 20, 30, $100,000 jobs, how he's walking with these property managers. The thing about commercial guys is you have to have at least 3 quotes on commercial. And so when you get an instance like that, you really have to figure out a way how you're going to set yourself apart from those other 3 bids that the company's going to get. And Mike lays it out just so beautifully and gives you the ability with the questions that you ask to set yourself apart from all the other contractors. Right, Mike?
Yeah, for sure.
And then we go into opportunity cost, right? Because you get a call from a big apartment complex. What's the opportunity cost of not having this information? Could be $40,000. So that's why, we put it in the group, because it's really killer stuff. And, in the wrong hands, it'd be dangerous, So if you guys want to check that out, first link in the comment section description, or the second link for me and Mike's coaching. But awesome question. Yes, you can set up questions and allow the customer to talk, and you'll be able to set yourself up from the competition that way.